Hi, OpenXML developers. A question that has come up more than once in the forums on openxmldeveloper.org is, how do you insert a page break such that the next page starts on an odd page? This is a common scenario for generating a book. You often want a chapter to start on an odd numbered page. This is the traditional appearance of many books, that you see the chapter title on the right page as you're looking at a set of open pages in the book. The question is how to do this. Let's go take a look at this. It's pretty easy. First thing I'll do is create a new document. I'll call it My Book. Now I'm going to insert some random text. I'll insert 20 paragraphs with 2 sentences in each paragraph. And now we have our content in there. Let's insert our chapter titles. Chapter 1, Introduction. I'll style that as title. This one I'll also style it as title, and I'll go to the beginning of this line right here, and I'll go to page layout, and I'm going to insert a break. I'm going to insert a section break, and this section break is going to be an odd page section break. So this tells that the next section will start on the next odd numbered page. Style it as title, and I'll insert an odd page section break again. And now let's go look at the markup. I'm going to examine this in the OpenXML Package Editor Power Tool for Visual Studio 2010. I'll look at the markup in the main document part. I'll format the XML. And what I'm going to look for is, I'm going to look for the section properties. So if I look for sect PR, here are the section properties for the first section in the book. If you have seen my previous screencast on sections and section properties, you can find the link down below this video. You'll recall that for sections other than the last section in the document, the section properties element is a child of the paragraph properties of the last paragraph of a section. Well, this then is the section properties for the very first section of the document. And we don't see anything different about this section properties because the first section doesn't have anything to indicate that it's going to start on an odd numbered page. With the second section, we started indicating that we wanted sections to start on odd numbered pages. So let's look at the next section properties. And down here we see the section properties for the next section. Again, this section properties is a child of the paragraph properties of the last paragraph of the section. And here we actually see that this type element here has a value of odd page, and that means that this is going to start on an odd numbered page. The last section in a document, the section properties are inserted into the document in a slightly different way. Instead of being a child element of the paragraph properties of the last paragraph of the section, the last section properties in a document is a following sibling to the last paragraph in the section. And here we can also see that this is a type odd page. So one thing that we could do, for instance, we could take this odd page type and we could come up to the beginning and we can insert that into the section properties. And now every section will start on an odd numbered page. So now I want to add a new section break and a title for the 4th chapter. I want to just alter the markup right in place. So if I come up here, here is the markup for the title of the 3rd chapter. Here's the chapter 3, and here is the text, the 3rd chapter. I'm going to grab this paragraph and this paragraph, and I'll drop down here and I'll insert that here. So now I want to go grab the section properties, which I'll find in the paragraph properties of the last paragraph in the previous section. So I'm going to grab these section properties here. And here's my markup for my 4th chapter. Here I'll change this to chapter 4. And I'll change the text here to 4th. And now I'll go to the last paragraph in the previous section. I'll add some paragraph properties. And now in those paragraph properties, I'm going to add my section properties as a child of those paragraph properties. So now we've specified that we have a new section. It starts on an odd page, and it's going to have the title Chapter 4 and the 4th chapter. Let's save this, and let's go open up our book again. Here we can see we are on page 1 of 7. If I drop down here and put the insertion point here, I can see I'm in page 3 of 7. The next is page 5 of 7. And finally, the last is page 7 of 7. So we can now see the markup that we need to insert when we are generating a document and we want each chapter to start on an odd numbered page. What we need to do is we need to add section properties that look like this to the paragraph properties of the last paragraph in the previous section, and we need to set this w:"type element to the value of odd page. That's all I'm going to cover in this video. See you next time.